My beloved child, pause for just a moment. Before you scroll past, before you tell yourself this is not meant for you, before the familiar voice inside says you have heard enough and nothing ever really changes, I need you to hear this. I know what you have been carrying. That quiet, persistent feeling that something has gone wrong, that the life you were supposed to be living is somehow happening somewhere else, without you. That while others seem to be moving forward, you are standing still, in a place that does not feel like where you are supposed to be. I know that feeling has been with you for a while now. Not just today, not just this week. It has been sitting with you quietly, through the ordinary hours, through the moments when you push it down and try to focus on what is in front of you. And then it comes back. That low, persistent question underneath everything. Am I where I am supposed to be? Is this still going somewhere? Did I miss something important along the way? I want you to know that I see the effort it takes to carry that question and still show up for your life every single day. I see the energy it costs you to hold uncertainty in one hand and responsibility in the other, and keep moving forward anyway. That is not a small thing, and I am here to answer that question, not with a gentle encouragement that asks you to try harder and believe more. I am here to answer it with the truth. You are not in the wrong place. You are exactly where I need you to be. My precious one, let me speak to what you have been holding in silence. I know about the plans that did not unfold the way you envisioned them, the timelines you held carefully in your heart that came and went without delivering what you were waiting for. I know about the doors that closed, not gently. Some of them closed in ways that left you standing in the hallway, wondering what you had done wrong. I know about the effort you poured out, that seemed to disappear without a trace, without a return, without acknowledgement, without any visible sign that it had mattered at all. And I know about the nights, the hours when the questions came with more force than you could easily quiet. When you lay still, and the thoughts moved through you like a slow current, pulling at things you had tried to leave settled. Am I going the wrong direction? Have I made too many mistakes for this to be corrected? Is this a sign that I should stop reaching for what I have been reaching for? These are not small questions, my child. They are the questions that form in the place where hope and exhaustion meet. And beneath all of them, the one you have not spoken aloud to anyone. The one that feels almost too risky to fully think. Because what if the answer is yes? Whether I have forgotten you, whether you were ever truly chosen for something that mattered, whether the deep ache inside you for more, for purpose, for the sense that your life is moving toward something, is simply something you invented to comfort yourself in the quiet. I hear every one of those questions, my child, every single one. I am not distant from them. I am not waiting patiently on the other side of them for you to resolve them on your own. I am right here, in the middle of them, with you. And what I am about to say is the very thing you came here to receive. You look at where you are standing and you see delay. I look at where you are standing and I see a precise location. You look at the closed doors and you see rejection, evidence that you are not wanted, not chosen, not enough. I look at those same doors and I see protection. I see the paths I redirected before they could take you somewhere that would have cost you something you do not yet know you were about to lose. I see the relationships I allowed to end before they could take more than they gave. I see the opportunities I closed before they could lead you away from the one thing I have been building you toward. There are paths you prayed to walk down that I did not open, not because I did not hear you, not because your desire was wrong, but because I could see further than the doorway. I could see what was waiting on the other side, and the love I have for you made it impossible to let you walk there without warning. You look at the waiting and you feel overlooked. I look at the waiting and I see time. Time I chose to use, not to abandon you, but to build in you exactly what you will need for what is coming. What you will not be able to do without. What could not have been formed in you any faster or any easier than it is being formed right now. My beloved, there is a difference between being lost and being placed. And you have never, not once, been lost to me. You have been placed deliberately, with full knowledge of everything you are carrying, everything you have been through, everything that still feels unresolved, in this moment, in this season, in this exact position. Because there is something that only you can do from where you are standing right now. No one else carries what you carry. No one else has walked the specific road that brought you to this moment. No one else sees what you see from where you stand. The ground beneath your feet is not a waiting room. It is a foundation. If something within you recognizes the truth in these words, I want you to do one thing right now, right below, where others on this same road will see it. 3 simple words: I am placed. Let that be your declaration today. Let it stand as your first act of choosing to believe what I say over what the circumstances have been telling you. My child, I want you to understand how I work, because when you understand it, the season you are in will begin to look entirely different. Think of the one who shapes clay on a turning wheel. The clay does not choose the pressure. It does not understand why the hands push in at this point and pull out at that one. It cannot see the form being created from the inside of the process. Nothing feels like creation. It feels like being pressed from every side. But the one holding the clay is not pressing randomly. Every movement is deliberate. Every moment of resistance has a purpose. The maker's eyes have not left the work. The pressure you are feeling, my beloved, is not punishment. It is not the result of something you failed to do. It is not evidence that I have withdrawn. It is the hand of a maker who is more focused on what you are becoming than you have yet allowed yourself to believe. Now, think of the seed placed into the ground. For weeks, nothing visible happens. The soil is dark. The weight is silent. Someone watching from the outside would say nothing is growing. Nothing is changing. Perhaps this seed was not the right one after all, but underneath, everything essential is already in motion. The roots are reaching before the shoot ever breaks the surface. The structure is forming before anyone can see it. What you cannot see is not evidence that nothing is happening. It is evidence of the deepest work taking place in the place where only I can witness it, where no impatience can rush it, and no doubt can stop it. And there is one more image I want you to hold. My child, think of a person placed in a specific position, not by accident, not by the randomness of circumstances, but by someone who looked at everything about that person, their history, their wounds, the particular way they have learned to see the world, and made a deliberate decision. This one goes here, because what is needed here is exactly what this person carries. Your story has not disqualified you. Your story is the credential. The season that feels like standing still is the season I have chosen to make you ready. Not ready in the way the world means it, polished and confident and free of the questions. Ready in the way, I mean rooted, anchored, carrying a depth that only comes from having waited on me in the dark. My precious one, I want to tell you what I have been watching, because you should know. You should carry this with you. I see the mornings when you opened your eyes, and the weight of the day was already there before you had spoken a single word, before you had asked for it, before you had done anything to deserve it, and you got up anyway. I see the moments when someone asked how you were doing, and you said you were fine, because explaining the truth felt like too much, because you did not want to become a burden, because you were not sure the words would come out right, even if you tried. And so you smiled and said you were fine, and carried it back inside. I see the prayers you whispered in the car, alone, when you were not sure anyone was listening, and you spoke anyway. Not the prayers said in public, not the ones offered when you felt strong and your faith was easy. The ones said in a low voice in the quiet, when faith was not a feeling but a choice made against the evidence of your emotions. I see the times you chose kindness towards someone else, when you were the one who needed kindness most. I see the moment you held your words when speaking them would have felt justified, but would have caused damage you would have regretted. I see the morning you found one reason to keep going, when every honest part of you was exhausted and ready to stop. I see the temptations you turned away from quietly, with no applause, no reward. No one to witness the choice you made when no one else was watching. I see all of it, my child. Every single unseen moment is present with me, not filed away somewhere distant. Present, near, cherished. Nothing you have done in faithfulness has disappeared. Nothing you have offered in sincerity has gone without being received. And I want you to understand something about what you have been doing in this season. You have not been merely surviving. You have been demonstrating the most genuine kind of faith there is. Not the faith that exists when everything is going well and the evidence surrounds you. Not the faith that is easy to maintain when the answers are clear and the way is lit. The faith that holds on when there is nothing visible to hold on to. The faith that says, I believe even though I cannot yet see. I trust, even though I cannot yet explain. I will keep going even though I do not yet know where this leads. That is not weakness, my beloved child. That is the kind of strength I build everything upon. That is the kind of person I have been waiting to entrust with what comes next. My beloved, I did not place you in this season so you could simply endure it and wait for it to be over. I placed you here because you have a role to play right where you are. The struggle you are walking through is not a private experience with no significance beyond your own growth. There are people around you right now, some near, some who have not yet arrived in your life, who need to see someone like them refusing to give up, who need to witness that it is possible to hold on to belief when the circumstances do not yet confirm it, when the evidence is ambiguous, when the waiting is long and the silence is heavy. Your perseverance in the dark is not only for you, it is a light. You may not see who is watching, but I do. I see the ones who will one day tell you that your faithfulness in a season you thought no one noticed was the thing that gave them permission to keep going in their own. I see the conversations that will happen because you stayed, the courage that will be released in others because they watched you refuse to quit. None of that is visible to you right now, but it is real, and it is already in motion. And beyond what your perseverance means for others, this season is accomplishing something inside you that cannot be accomplished any other way. Every time you choose to trust me when you cannot see the outcome, you are building something, not an emotion, not a temporary feeling of peace that comes and goes with the circumstances. Something structural, a deep, load-bearing foundation of genuine faith that will be able to hold the weight of everything I intend to bring to you. Because what I intend to bring to you is significant, and significant things require foundations that have been tested. The person you will be when this season ends is not the same person who entered it, and the difference matters enormously. What I am preparing for you requires exactly the kind of person this process is forming. Not someone who has never doubted. Someone who has doubted and kept walking anyway. Not someone who has never been shaken. Someone who has been shaken to their foundation and discovered that the foundation held. Every day you remain faithful here, you are becoming more capable of carrying what I have set aside for you. Stay close, my beloved. I have more to say to you about the road ahead, about what I have been preparing while you have been waiting, about the things I want to speak into your next season before it arrives. Do not miss what is coming. If you have not yet made the choice to remain near, make it now. Let this be the place where my voice finds you again, in every chapter that follows this one. I have set aside words for each season you will walk through. I want to speak them to you before you need them. My precious child, let me give you something practical to carry into the coming days. Not concepts that stay in the mind. Things you can actually use when the weight returns, as it sometimes will. The first is this: change the question. When something hard arrives in your life, the instinct is to ask why this is happening to you. That question, as natural as it is, will circle without arriving anywhere. I am asking you to replace it with a different one. What is this preparing me for? That single shift will begin to change how you see everything unfolding around you. The same circumstance, a completely different trajectory. The second thing, learn to look for what remains. In every season of loss, I always preserve something. It is easy to see what is gone, because absence is loud and presence is quiet. I am asking you to practice seeing what is still standing. Sit with that question. What has remained through everything? What has not been taken? What is still here? What I have kept for you is often the very foundation your next chapter will be built upon. The third thing, act within the reach of today. You do not need to see the complete road. You were never meant to carry the weight of the whole journey at once. That weight was never designed for one person to hold alone. I ask only for the next step, and I will always make that step visible to you when you are ready to take it. One step, that is all. Do not wait for the whole path to be lit before you move. The fourth thing, protect the quiet. My voice speaks most clearly in stillness. The world around you is loud, constantly offering opinions about who you should be, how fast you should be moving, what you should have accomplished by now. My voice is different. It is steady. It does not compete with the noise. It does not shout to be heard above everything else. But if every silence is filled before it can deepen, you will not hear it. Guard the quiet moments. Create them if your life does not naturally offer them. Step away from the noise long enough to let the stillness settle. That is where I am waiting to speak most directly to you. The fifth thing, share the weight you are carrying. You are not designed to carry this alone. I know that the temptation is to manage it privately, to present strength to the world, and process the difficulty in secret. But reaching out to another person is not evidence that your faith is insufficient. It is a reflection of exactly how I built you. I created you for community, for voices that steady yours when yours begins to waver, for hands that reach toward you when yours are too tired to hold on, for companions who can see clearly when your own vision grows clouded by proximity to the pain. Let yourself be known. Let someone carry part of this with you. The load you have been holding alone is heavier than it was ever designed to be. And the sixth thing, speak what you believe, even before you feel it. Words shape the inner world. When you say aloud what I have told you, even in a whisper, even when the feeling has not yet caught up with the declaration, something begins to shift. Tell yourself the truth I have spoken over you today, not when it feels fully true. Now, as an act of trust before the evidence arrives, I am placed. I am not behind. I am being formed for what is coming. Say it until it settles. Say it until the part of you that has been living in the question begins to find its footing on the answer. My beloved child, I want to speak to you directly now, not carefully. Directly, you are not being left behind. You are being positioned for something. You are not losing. You are being refined in the way that only this specific kind of heat can accomplish. You are not wandering without direction. You are walking the only road that leads to where I am taking you. And that road has been harder than you expected. I know that. I have seen every day of it. There have been moments when you wondered if you had misunderstood something. If perhaps you had been following the wrong voice or reading the signs incorrectly. If the gap between what you hoped for and what you were experiencing was too large to ever cross. You have not misunderstood. Every step that felt uncertain was still a step in the direction I was guiding you. Every moment you pushed through the doubt and kept moving was a moment I was walking with you, even when you could not feel the nearness of my presence. I was there. I have always been there. Look at what you have already walked through. Look at the seasons you were certain you would not survive. The moments that felt like they would break something fundamental in you, something that could not be repaired. And yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still reaching, still choosing, day after day, to believe that there is a reason and a direction and a hand that has not let go of you. That is not nothing. That is extraordinary. That is the evidence of something I placed inside you before you were born. Something that does not extinguish even when everything around it goes completely dark. Something I put there because I knew the road would have moments like this one. I prepared you for this before you knew you would need it. You are not waiting to become strong enough to handle what is coming. You are already strong enough for the very next step. And you are not invisible in this season. The silence you feel around you is not the silence of someone who has stopped paying attention. It is not the silence of absence or distance or withdrawal. It is the silence of someone who is entirely focused, whose eyes have not moved from what they are watching. I am watching you. I am with you in the moment you feel most completely alone. I am with you in the hour that carries the least sense of purpose. I am with you in the ordinary days, the unremarkable hours, the evenings that end without anything having visibly shifted. And I am doing something in those moments that you will only be able to see clearly later. Nothing in your journey has been wasted. Every step taken in faithfulness, even the ones that felt meaningless, even the ones no one around you observed or acknowledged, has been moving you toward the exact destination I prepared before you ever arrived in this world. This season is not the detour. This season is the road. Where you are standing right now is not the place before your story begins. It is the opening of the most significant chapter your life has yet seen. And I have been building toward this your entire life. Every experience, every wound, every moment of resilience you thought was only for survival. All of it has been preparation. All of it has been bringing you here. My precious one, before you carry these words into the rest of your day, I want you to do something. You arrived here with something in your hands. A question, a fear, a quiet hope that perhaps someone greater than your circumstances has not lost sight of you. Now you know, I have not lost sight of you. Not once. Not for a single moment of any day you have lived. From the very first breath you took, I have been present in every season, in every silence, in every room where you sat with uncertainty and made the quiet choice to keep going, even when you did not know where going would lead. I was there. In the seasons that broke your heart, I was there. In the seasons that confused you, I was there. In the seasons when you felt closest to me, and in the ones when I felt furthest away, I was there. I have not left. I will not leave. And I am here now. So I want to ask one more thing before you go. Write it here, where others walking this same road will see it. Write one thing you are choosing to trust me with today, even though you cannot yet see how it resolves. One thing, not a summary of everything you are carrying. Just one. Set it down in words. Because when faith is spoken, something moves. The invisible becomes declared. The private becomes a witness. The thing held silently in the dark is brought into the light where it can begin to breathe. And what you write may be the exact thing that someone else, reading this at a different hour, in a different season, needed to see in order to believe that they were allowed to trust as well. Your faithfulness extends further than you will ever be able to measure from where you stand. This is not the end of what I want to say to you. There are words I have set aside for what is ahead, for the seasons that are coming that you do not yet know you will need to be prepared for the moments when you will need to hear a voice you can trust with more clarity than you have ever needed it before. Come back. Bring the ones who are carrying what you were carrying when you found these words. Share this with the person in your life who needs to hear today, in whatever form today has taken for them, that where they are standing is not a mistake, that the place they keep trying to escape from may be the exact place they were put. Because the same one who placed you exactly where you are is the one who will meet them in the exact place they stand. Know this, my beloved. I am not finished with you. I have not looked away. I have not changed my mind or reconsidered what I set in motion long before you could remember. I have not grown impatient with the pace of your becoming. And I want to speak one final thing before you carry these words with you. The version of you that entered this season is not the version that will leave it. I know that right now it may be difficult to see what has changed. Growth in the inner life is rarely visible from the inside while it is happening. You are too close to the process to see the shape of what is being formed, but it is being formed. The patience you are developing will become the steadiness that others lean on. The empathy you are building through your own difficulty will become the gift that reaches into someone else's dark and says, I know this place. I have been here, and there is a way through. The trust you are choosing, even now, even imperfectly, is becoming a foundation that will hold things you cannot yet imagine needing to hold. I do not waste seasons, my child. I do not allow difficulty without purpose. I do not let waiting go without fruit. What this season is producing in you is real, and it will be visible in time, in the fullness of what I am building. Hold on, not with gritted teeth and white-knuckled endurance, but with the open hands of someone who has decided to trust the one who is holding them. That is all I am asking. Open hands, a willing heart. The next small step, I will take care of everything else. I am steadfast in completing what I began in you from the very first day. Do not let the length of the waiting convince you that I have forgotten the promise. Do not let the silence of this season make you believe the story has stopped moving. It has not stopped. It has never stopped. Even in the quietest hours, even in the days when nothing visible shifts, I am at work in you, around you, ahead of you, preparing what you have not yet seen. And what I began in you was always, from the very first moment, designed to lead you here, to this day, to this season, to this exact place where you are standing right now. You are exactly where I need you to be. And from here, my beloved child, everything changes. Not because the circumstances will shift overnight, but because you now know something you did not know before. You are not lost. You are placed. You are not forgotten. You are seen. You are not behind. You are becoming. Carry that with you. Let it be the ground you stand on when the questions come back, as they sometimes will. Let it be the answer you return to. I placed you here. I am with you here, and I am taking you somewhere from here. That is enough.